Hi guys, and welcome to season number 4 of the FSL Female Esports League Valorant Open. I'm Ray Drew, and here with me online to bring you guys the games this weekend is the wonderful and the talented Illustrator from the Philippines. Illustrator, how are we feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty great. It's one of those days where I'm just looking forward to some good Valorant action, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to be seeing a lot of it. I mean, we are starting with a really good match straight up ahead. We got the group stages like right on up. Today is the group stages, and we're starting off strong, all right? One of the favorites in this tournament who may have a pretty good chance at taking this, Seven Sins going up against Terminate Lady. These two guys, these two teams, obviously quite familiar with one another. They've played with each other before. It is their third time going into this the FSL, and they're not going to be any strangers to each other.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we're in season 4 of the FSL already. So, to all you viewers out there who've been watching the previous seasons in the previous months, I'm sure, some of these teams, they've got fans. You guys are familiar with the teams as well. I've definitely been seeing a lot of both Terminate Lady as well as Seven Sins so far in the female esports league Valorant. Talking about the group stages, we do have a total of 6 games going on today. The stream's going to run from about 12 p.m. to 6 o'clock for today, and again 12 p.m. tomorrow with the playoff stages. The way the group stages are going to work is that this time around we do have 32 teams. I think they're split into 8 groups of 4 teams each, and then just like how the format was run in both season 2, season 3, the top team is the only team that's going to make it out of groups. So definitely a lot riding on the line here. Each team does play 3 best of ones, so I mean you want to keep that focus going throughout the entire day, because once you drop a game, it's going to be really hard to make it out of groups.
Like you said, there's just very little room for error here, because when you have the best of ones as sort of like your lifeline, you can't really make any mistakes. That's just kind of how it goes. And when it comes to having group stages like this, we play like 3 best of ones. It's really all about whether you can get those points. And I'm not 100% sure. Maybe production or Raider, you can tell me what's up. But I'm pretty sure that the round difference also matters, right? In groups like this, you want to win as confidently, as dominantly as possible, because if you don't, then I've seen a lot of teams drop out of group stages just because they've lost a couple of rounds short for qualifying into the next stage of the playoffs.
Yeah, so as you mentioned, the way that the groups works is that so we don't have any tiebreakers. So regardless of how the standings at the end do shake up, we still each team really is still only going to play 3 best of ones. So the way that you break the tie, there are a couple of ways. So firstly, it will go by round difference, as you were talking about the teams who won their games in the fewest number of rounds will be the team that makes it through in the event that there's say a 3-way tie and 3 teams have the same score. If they go all 2-1, which we've seen in the previous seasons.
Well, we're about to go into the game itself. Split already ready to load. Going to be heading into it very, very soon. The first game of the day here at the FSL. I'm so excited. But of course, before we do that, before we go into the pistol round, really big thank you to all our sponsors who made this happen. And of course, a big shout out as well to Intel for making this all happen. Thank you so much. But let's not linger on too long, because the teams are just about ready to start here. We're about to see Split. Not a lot of teams choose to play Split. They kind of sort of veer away from this because this is a very defending-sided map, very CT-sided map. No one really likes playing this all too much, but I'm surprised to see that this is going to be the first one of the day.
Yeah, I feel like every season we talk about this, or pretty much every pro tournament that you watch, they're going to say once you get on Split, especially at the really high levels, when you're on defense, it's so hard to actually lose. I mean, if you can play it correctly, the defensive side is really strong. But I think also the way that the coin toss works in FSL is that, if you win the coin toss, you pretty much get to pick which map you want to play on, but then you don't get to pick the side. So, I mean, it's like a 50-50 whether you start an attack or in defense, but we'll see.
And straight up A rush right now on the books right here. Isaac getting caught off right there, and everybody getting mowed down right now. Triple kill for Muffin. up right now onto the ramp area. Noxie looking to find something for her team. Gonna get one though with a nice tap. Has to find 4 more if she wants to clutch this round away. The spike is dropped in no man's land. So it's going to be definitely a tough time, a tough ask for anybody. Does have a smoke to work with and spots out one player lurking into the CT spawn. Lurking in ropes. Definitely not going to be easy at all, especially after being smoked off like that.
30 seconds left.
I mean, 1v4 on the pistol round as well. I mean, we talk about pistol round, pretty much comes down to straight up shooting, but 1v4, it's gonna be a tough call. Low health as well. First round, it's gonna go straight to the defenders. Kind of what we were expecting over there, but I do like the fact that we're seeing some pretty decisive play. You know, first round, pistol round, you know that you've got to group up. And that was what we saw, but it didn't quite work out. It looks like this time around they're going to be setting up for a B rush. Might have one person going to go over towards mid side, but we'll see.
Yep. You know, I do think that they struggled a lot in terms of getting onto the site. They held on to that area too long. It took them way too long before they even got anywhere close to entering the site. But before I talk about that, go Hybe getting flashed up, gonna get taken out. That's a trade kill, but not before the paint shell drops one as she drops as well. So Nuki though will be, oh, that's just rather unfortunate. The boom bot gets taken out as well. And leads us to a 3v4, so it's still possible, but on the classics and low HP, not favoring their odds a lot. They are still just grouping up, hoping to maybe catch somebody off right here, as Jane, Carolina looking to lurk around mid, as Mochi X will be dropping New East.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, she's got to eat out of that one real quick, but both going really low. So Cypher down to just 12 health. Is gonna make use of that camera, just kind of setting up, you know, her own little crossfire right there, so she's not gonna be the one taking damage. Nuki behind her. They want to make a push into heaven. Nope, they're gonna just set up the cage and go for the A instead. This is really
30
sneaky.
seconds
Both players
left.
are really low though, so pretty risky. It looks like a bit of a round already coming out from 7-10.
The double back just doesn't work out. They are too low in HP. By the time they get into ropes, I mean, turning around like that, once they got spotted by the Cypher trap, it was almost pretty much round decided there. HP was too low. I do like the idea. They did make it expensive getting a couple kills, which is basically all you can ask for in terms of an eco round. So in the end, I think they'll be happy with that eco. Taking a quick look at the buy though, they should be able to full buy off the back of this.
Yeah.
And it's going to look like a straight up A hit. I'm a little bit surprised that this is what they want to go for, considering that they do have 2 sentinels. They don't exactly have the greatest attacking power in the world, so a straight up A hit might not exactly work in their favor. You would think that maybe a slow, steady default pick style would maybe work a little bit better, but we'll see.
Yeah, also trying to get the attack down against the Cypher, so it's going to be a bit of a rough call. But yep, as mentioned, it's going to be, I think, 5 Vandals versus something like a 4 Spectre, 1 Vandal by... Oh, picking up that nice kill on the entry already. Does get taken down, shooting straight into the smoke over in heaven. Isaka down to really low now, but it is a 4v3. This is so far the best situation that they've had the entire game so far, getting the plant down.
Spike planted.
3v3 right now. And now it's just all about the defense. Can they hold this site?
Well, I mean, they do have 2 sentinels, but one of them is very low. Look at the HP dwindling very low already. I don't know how they can even survive this onslaught. If they peek together, it should be clear refract here. Watch looking for one. It's clean as hell. There's no way it could have been any more perfect than that. The retake was just absolutely perfect. Couldn't have gone any better for them. It's going to be a 3-0 right now for the defenders. No surprises there, sure, but that retake was just phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, that really decisive push just straight through elbow over onto the default plant site was very nicely done from the side of Terminate Lady, from the side of 7-10s. Yeah, they're gonna make it 3-0. I mean, we saw the first 2 rounds. The thing is, you kind of after you drop the first round, usually most teams are going to opt for that eco in round number 2, which kind of makes it so that like whichever team loses first round generally is going to lose round 2 as well. So that's not a big thing. But the thing is, when you buy on round 3 and you lose, that's really when things start getting dicey. So if they want to start making a turnaround, it should be about now.
Oh yeah, definitely agree with you 100%. But it's a quick mid hit all the way towards B Heaven. Cypher Trap will be slowing down the pace of this attack here, but can Mochi X hold them off? Gonna be a quick flash right there just to force off the angle, make sure that there's no one else contesting Heaven. And it's a quick kill from Isaka, traded quickly by Yoki and Jane Carolina. Set a quick trace right there. The Spectre gonna do some more. Sorry, the Sheriff instead. But it's Nuis to finish off that kill and bring us to a 2v2. Do have guns in their favor, so this is a very possible situation. That is the ulti as well from Killjoy coming out right here. Muffin to look for that pick off. Gonna dash in off the back of that paranoia. He's gonna swing in from the back. It's a triple kill on the end of that play. Well played. The coordination, absolutely fantastic from Seven Sins.
Wow. I mean, exactly what you've said. I just love what we're seeing from the Seven Sins team. I mean, so far, the thing about we're talking about how it's so CP sided generally means that you can hold the site down pretty well. But what we're also seeing from Seven Sins is that they're also so good on the retake. That's 2 rounds in a row where they've gone for such a quick rotation. I really like the comms coming out from this team. They make it onto the side really quick, and then just straight up great shooting. I think Aurel, she got the double kill at the end right there.
Yeah. And honestly, that combination of the Jet's tailwind plus the timing on the paranoia, I'm gonna say, like, dude, that was sexy timing, beautifully executed. This is some good retakes, and they're going for those aggressive plays. Look at this. They're not. That's what I love to see when defensive teams play for information. They don't just wait on sites. That flash plus peak combination bought them a little bit of information, and they're going to keep doing that, I think, for the rest of the game, and it's really giving them a little bit of a heads up as to where the offense is coming from. Right now, they're already prepared. It's 3 people holding on to B as they push into the site. That's going to be... Oh, the ulti just doesn't land, but does quite a bit of damage. Let's go. Hy-Vee has to just jiggle peek this angle. Smoked off indeed, though. And the paint shell will force her off as well. Now Mochi X trying to hold that. Noxie will get spotted out. Nuki from the side will swing in. Kohavi will get that trade kill, leading us to a 2v3. Noxie from Heaven, though. Nice spray down. Can find another one, but decides to use the teleport instead. No, thinks better of it as the paranoia now comes out. Kohavi gets the double, gets the triple, and does all the work from the bottom of the site instead. And it's another round on the board. A retake. Yet again, perfectly executed. Wow, Seven Sins.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of what I think I want to say for me personally, especially what I was expecting coming into today. Just watching the champions from FSL Season 2, they got second in last month's competition. Of course, I'm talking about Seven Sins. I think for them, just because they won Season 2. Season 3, they were so close to winning in the finals, but didn't quite make it. And I mean, going off of just the first 5 rounds of today, you can kind of see how much they want to win this month's competition, and it's just a real treat to watch.
Just the way that they've been retaking, it's very tactical, it's very calculated. I'm thoroughly enjoying the way that they look so coordinated, and this is really the kind of thing that you see when you have a team that's really jiving together. Like, they know each other's timings, they know how to play the game, they know how to bounce off of each other, and these are the signs of what really make a good team. Just like now, they're really struggling, on the side of Terminate Lady to figure out how to break those crossfires, how to break onto the site. Sure, they can get onto the site, but even when they do, the retake is just that much better.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, and the thing is, going into today, especially the first game of today, I didn't think that many of us were expecting this big of a gap in the first 5 rounds, because Terminate Lady, we've seen a lot of them in the last couple of seasons as well, and they're no slouch of a team. They actually came in second in Season 2. Last season, they made it 3rd
30
as
seconds
well.
left. Spike carrier down.
Rolling Thunder being deployed right there. Hard committed. This is the best chance that they have to win a round, but Aurel still looking to hold on to this site from the pillar area. 30 HP. Here's the footsteps. Gets one.
Oh.
Has to turn around. Could look for more. 14 seconds.
player
Looks,
remaining.
finds another dropping down.
player
It's the
remaining.
timing. Aurel
10
doesn't get the
seconds left.
clutch. But will it matter in the end? Nuki just doesn't get the headshot in. Doesn't have the aim for it at the moment. And Muffin closes that round, brings us into a 6-0. Excuse me.
Oh, that was so close. That was such nice crosshair placement as well. I think it was Aurel, the Omen over at the end. Just such a fast shooting. Really a pleasure to watch on this weekend morning.
Yeah.
Thanks to all you viewers joining us over here on a Saturday morning. I've got my McDonald's breakfast next to me.
Yo,
Getting
man,
me through the day.
do not start. I'm already like jealous.
Yeah, we were
Man,
telling
big
our
breakfast, pancakes, hash brown, man.
yeah. I'm looking at that right now.
Thank you.
Round 7, anytime. Looks like another push through mid. I suck out the blind, gonna come out. No one over at Rafters.
Oh, wow.
Gets shot through in garage as well as through heaven.
See, this is what I mean. They can't break through the crossfires, and they're trying to go B, and they just don't have any picks. For me, the problem is that they need to start getting picks before they go onto the side. Maybe find a couple of things, because if you just try to ramshackle your way into B or A, the coordination and the crossfires set up by 7 Sins, they're too good. If you can maybe get a pick off into mid, then you can maybe do something.
Yeah, and if you guys were noticing the minimap earlier, you saw Muffin, the Jet, with that very fast rotation through vents, through ropes. Yeah, I mean, they just rotate so fast. They
30
see
seconds
that
left.
the 5-man push is going to go on to B, and then they immediately rotate through CT, through mid, and that's how they pick up those kills as well. So just really good comms coming out, really good shooting. I mean, 7 Sins, such an all-rounded team. Right now, Muffin just looks like they're hunting.
Oh man, that's
brutal.
That's gotta suck. I mean, you save, you go all that way, you even have the angle and the crosshair placement, and somehow still get taken out, lose the rifle, and just the economy currently just in tatters right here. It's absolutely shattered right now. Look at this. They're forced onto a couple of frenzies, a couple of sheriffs, classic, and some armor. Okay, they're gonna maybe go for that hero vandal. I don't think that should be a good idea.
Yeah, this is really rough for the side of Terminate. Ladies, you're talking about having to mostly go pistol versus a team such as 7 Sins. It's gonna be difficult. Also interesting, I like how 7 Sins, they went for 4 Vandal, 1 Phantom. I mean, the whole Vandal versus Phantom argument, we could talk about it for hours. But a couple of recent changes in the last few patches. Headshot on the Vandal, of course, is always going to feel very satisfying when you do land those.
Yeah. Or we could just agree that the Vandal's better.
Oh my god, are you team Vandal too?
See, case in point, Muffin with the 2 quick kills on the Vandal. Absolutely well done. Looking for a 3rd. It is the eco round. Sees the feet. That's all she needs. And this round is pretty much done and dusted, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, 2v5, 1v5, just as we say that. Newies is gonna be the last one down. She does have Spike though, but yeah, as you're talking about, I think she had the Sheriff versus the Vandal, and I mean, that's never really in a spot where you want to be, especially figuring out of all of the pistol. Sheriff, of course, does have that very slow fire rate, although, you know, if you get those one-tap headshots, you're golden, but we were just talking about straight up 1v1, peeking the other person faster. You're pretty much going to lose if you're the one holding the Sheriff, so a bit unfortunate.
And at longer ranges too, right? Like, the longer ranges, the Sheriff only does 145, so even if you do get the headshot, sometimes it's just not going to get that kill that you so really need. But see, it's again another A hit. Will they be able to use this Killjoy ulti? I think it's very much worth it. Can they actually pull it out, or else it's going to mow them down one after the other, 3 kills to find. Will be taken down by Nuki's Boombot, but it might be too little too late here. Ulti's still in possession of Killjoy, but why would she use that when she's low HP and there's still 4 people standing? Maybe it's a Hail Mary play, and oh my god, that just did not go well. That Raze ulti just shuts her down, and the lack of coordination is really starting to seep in, right? That could have been a combination with the Rolling Thunder as well as the lockdown, but it just didn't happen, didn't it?
Yeah, not quite. We're talking about should she really have used her out there? The thing is, I think they went for the full buy that round, which is why you saw them go A in general, because these kind of more close sight, if you can really get a pick or so off in mid, or if you can 5-man storm through garage, it's a bit easier to attack when you're on eco compared to A, which does have that very long sight all the way down to screens, where if you're using a pistol versus a bit gun, you're almost guaranteed to lose that fight. So we saw them buy there and then go for A. So I think that's the best chance they got, but weren't quite able to pull that off.
Oh my god,
no.
that's
Spike is down.
a kill. In the middle of nowhere as well, and
Flawless.
yeah.
Yikes!
Yikes. Oof.
Yeah, things don't look good. We've been talking about it the entire game, right? But the thing is, it's round 11 right now, so they will be swapping over very soon. And I think for the side of Terminate Lady, it's going to be kind of a breath of fresh air once they do swap over to defense. Instead of having to attack the whole time. I think the big question, of course, is whether they're going to be able to come back in this game after the swap.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, this is a very CT-sided map, a very defensive-sided map, but you still need to get some rounds, you know? I mean, 2 to 3 rounds, that would be ideal here.
Yeah.
Let's see what they can get, though, with this mid-push. Muffin looking for that, gets the first opening kill, and it's already a disadvantage. Crossfires are good. Peeking out, Muffin gets a second, followed up by Kohabi. No signs of stopping, 1 person left, and it should be the 11th round on the board here. Muffin looking to seal the deal, and it should be done anytime soon. Yeah. The classic just not gonna hold up, not at all.
Yeah, this is really rough. Just the fact that Terminate Lady have been forced to pretty much eco every alternate round has really not been helping things. We are on the last round before the swap right now, however, and we talked a bit about it in the intro before this game even started, just about how brutal the group stages are. And the fact that you really only play those 3 best of ones. The thing is, you drop a game here, you kind of have to hope for Seventons to drop another game to someone else in the group for you to have a chance to make it through. So it's gonna be tough.
And that's not very likely.
Yeah, from what we're seeing, from the past history in the last couple of months as well. It's not the most likely thing to happen. I think Seventons coming in as one of the hot favorites, definitely the top 1, top 2 teams most people are expecting to take this season of the FSL. But we will see. It is down to a 4v5 already. Omen did go down. Right now, Yoki with that super fast headshot gets taken down though. So 4v3. Trying to play things out a bit slower this time. Oh, Raze. Yuki is the last one alive. Doesn't have the spike either. And it's going to be another easy round. 2-7 sins right before
Switching
the
sides.
swap. 12
Match point.
and 0. I don't know, Illustrato. I don't know if they can make this happen.
Okay, so the thing is, probably not.
I mean, I don't want to say that they can't do it, but it's
just not looking likely. We got to be real here.
Yeah.
I mean, we have our integrity as professionals, as casters here, and to say that this comeback is possible would be wildly irresponsible. Okay, I think that if they wanted to win this, they should have had it happen. I mean, if there was a chance, they should have gotten maybe 2 rounds, maybe 3 rounds.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you want to go in with something like a 10-2, 9-3. It's kind of ideal on a map such as Split. The thing is, though, I mean, if they do win the pistol round, which is really just all about straight up who shoots better most of the time, they should be able to snowball that into a round 2 win after the swap. So we'll see.
Oh. Okay.
Oh no!
Yeah, they're fine for now. Currently, just diving straight into the side. 4v4 right now, and everybody going down. Aurel finds one. Jane Carolina finds a little bit of a saving grace for her team right now, and swinging through the side, it's Nuki trying to find his other kill. Gets the first, not gonna get the second. 1v1, and Noxie closes it out. The first round on the board right here, and it's taken all game long, but Terminate Lady have finally found themselves with a round under their name.
Whew, and that's what I'm talking about, man. You take that first round, it puts you in a really good position for round 2. As you can see over on your screens, the buy. It's going to be a full Spectre buy versus, of course, just 5 classics over on the side of 7 Sins. So really, round 2 should be in the bag for Terminate Lady. They have all the tools that they need. They've won that first round. They have the superior guns. We'll see if they can start making the snowball happen.
Well,
get sight of one over invents.
Okay.
Right.
No charges left.
That was
through
a
the
nice
smoke.
shot.
Yeah,
because
smoke.
of the recon bolt, though, to be fair. But
yeah,
still,
we did have her outline, but still, I mean, the headshot, the crosshair placement. Oof. Chef's kiss.
that was definitely nice indeed, but it's all starting to fall apart, eco or not. 3 players left standing. Isaka forced back off this angle, and Mochi X is going to get that kill, but quick trace right there for Newest. Nothing looking to push through. We'll get that kill onto Yoki, though. Now from above, we'll be taking him down, and in the end, it's gonna be 7 Sins to prevail in that game.
Holy cow, we were not expecting that ending to that game, but what a game. 7 Sins just making absolute work of Terminate Lady. I'm not sure if that was the fastest game that we've seen in FSL so far, but it's got to be close. It's got to be up there.
Well, I mean, it can't really get any faster than a 13-1. It's look at this, the score line here. Muffin 19 kills. The top 4 players are actually from 7 Sins in this match. 19 kills, 17 kills, 14 kills, 11 kills for Muffin, Kohebi, Aurel, and Mochi X respectively. Like, loving what they did, loving what the crossfires that they made. And Aurel, time and time again, despite the fact that Aurel, she was just sort of not exactly top fragging, the moments that she came alive, the moment that she pulled through for her team were super clutch, whether it was, getting triple spray downs or clutch situation wins. Performing for her team, absolutely amazing stuff from the team of 7 Sins all around.
Yeah, I agree. And talk about all around. They're such an all-rounded team. The thing is, we saw them start on defense, right? And the thing is, from what we've seen from 7 Sins in the past couple of months, they're such a aggressive team that they really do shine when they're on the attacking side. However, this game, even though they started on defense, we saw very aggressive plays from them as well. I just love the way that they communicate. I love the way that they fast rotate once they realize that Terminate Lady has gone for a 5-man, 4-man commit to one site, and you just immediately on the minimap see multiple members from 7 Sins just running for the retake. And we talked about it during the game. The retake is just done so well. But with that, guys, we are going to go for a short break before we come back for our next game of today's group stages in the FSL VALORANT Open season number 4. It's going to be Pinku Notori going up against Fulcrum Valkyrie. Once again, teams that you guys know. You don't want to miss this. We'll see you in a bit.